everybody. Glad you've made the decision to be with us. Alongside Teddy Atlas, I'm Joe Tessitore, and we're glad to be bringing you action and welcoming you to a sold-out Boardwalk Hall in Atlantic City, New Jersey for tonight's main event. 10 rounds, middleweight action. We are looking forward to this fight, especially after seeing what happened at the weigh-in yesterday. A stare down that nearly resulted in a bout breaking out right there. Now they get to do it for real. Mayweather's coming down to the ring now, and what a nice reception as he is completely focused in on his goal tonight. The Hitman's ring walk, something special in the air. You can just sense it out of him.
In the blue corner, coming out of Grand Rapids, Money Mayweather. And his opponent across the ring, hailing out of Washington, D.C., the Hitman.
All right, fellas. Let's have a good, clean fight. Touch him up and let's go.
10 rounds slated in the books tonight. Here's the first. Speed comes in different forms. In his case tonight, early on, expect to see it offensively. This is a fighter that can get after you like a viper.
Yeah, he can, but he's going to need those feet to go along with it. You know, he's going to get those punches off, but he needs to get out of dodge afterwards.
Super two-punch combo by the Hitman. His opponent wanted the body. He wouldn't give it to him. Takes a step back, then the counterpunch by Money.
Very similar to what you see Floyd Mayweather do. You know, make a miss, pull that shoulder back, and then come right back with the counter.
Well-placed shot. Came after a nice defensive move there. Good block. Halfway through round number one. Off to the side, a little swing and a miss going upstairs. Able to get away from that headshot with the block. On the mark, the counter punch by Money. A little give and take, and here comes the left hand. Money's way off the mark. That punch didn't have a chance. Way to block there.
Finish with the hook.
Basic but beautiful. Jab, left hand. Final 10 seconds. Parries that punch intended for the head. Money's got to find a way to land more of these punches. It's okay to throw punches, but not if they're just drifting off to space.
Absolutely, and space is it. He's in space. He's too far away. He has to get the right range.
They're sending more than one at him now. The combo to the head. A well-placed, gutsy uppercut after being tagged. Trying to erode away that body with the combination punching. He gives as well as he takes. You saw it on that exchange. Frustrating his opponent with great defense. That was not well targeted by the Hitman. The Hitman's showing you that sublime skill right now with that two-punch combo. Gets rid of that body shot. Just not there. Straight right hand off the mark. Would you rather have a fighter who's feared or a fighter who's fearless?
I feel like I'm talking to Sonny from the Bronx Tale, but I think that I would rather have a guy that has fear, because he's going to be smart all the time. He's going to be a guy that's going to be aware of things that you need to be aware of. If he's so-called fearless, he's going to walk into all kinds of things that are not going to allow him to be a fighter.
What a nice combo by the Hitman. Not hitting his mark there, going upstairs. Good shot to the head with that right hand. Final 10 seconds of round number 2. Good block by Money. Return to sender. He gives him back one of his own. The Hitman's going with a quality that I think is very underrated in boxing, and that is to be judicious, to really think about when, how, and make the most of each thing you're doing. His punch rate, very, very effective in terms of his percentage landed.
Yeah, he's throwing educated punches. You know, he's not wasting anything. He's making everything count, but just as importantly, everything's leading to something else. You know, he's working the body one moment, and that's leading up to some head attack later on. So he's planning everything out like a smart fighter, a guy that understands the sweet science.
Mayweather scoring with that right hand. Blocks away that headshot.
Punch! Punch! Come on, kid, focus!
How about that exchange? Not able to land the headshot. What a trap he just set, and he lands a nice counterpunch.
Yeah, that's the old cast with a ghost trick there. You know, you're there one time, you give him a little shade, you know, a little shadow, and then he throws at you, you pull back, bang, come right back with your own.
Mayweather's off mark all night long, and Teddy, he's getting tired just missing punches.
Well, this is a good example. You know, we know what happens when they land, but this is a good example of what happens when they don't land. Sometimes you get a little discouraged.
Don't stay in one
Oh,
spot.
good exchange there. Oh, a nice two-punch combo by the Hitman. Protecting his head well with his guard. The Hitman's in a good rhythm defensively here. Teddy, what is that, a credit to his ability to anticipate?
You know, also, it's the teaching. Let's give the trainers credit. Of course, let's give his background of the amateurs credit, but he learned how to get away from punches. This is technique that was taught to him.
Watch that! Mayweather's crushed by a big right hand.
Okay, get your hands up.
Money's rocked, and his defense is porous right now. He could go down at any moment.
But the problem is he's got the habit of blocking punches, and when a guy's putting them together, you can't block them all. Some are getting through.
His opponent may regret the way he has started this fight tonight, finding himself already in a hole on Teddy's scorecard, down 3 rounds. He returns the favor with a right hand of his own. I like that step back right there. Just enough to be out of danger, but still close enough to then land the counterpunch.
Well, that's what happens when you have that kind of experience. You're calm enough to know that range. Know where the beginning of the punch and the end of the punch is.
Keep moving, keep moving.
He returns the favor with an uppercut. Well-targeted two-punch combo by the Hitman. Teddy, there are opportunities that are here for him, aren't there?
Yeah, counterpunch opportunities, because he's got an opponent who's walking in a little bit. Now he has a chance to start to chuck something back at him a little.
Mayweather's landing a combination here. That's what he does when he's at his very best. A little something for his opponent after getting tagged. Mayweather's doing what every trainer wants to see their fighter do. Land punches in bunches. The combination lands. He tried to nab him up top, but was unable to connect. The Hitman's work in training camp is now paying off. Do you see the accuracy and the effectiveness with that combination? Fourth round now with its last 10 seconds. Mayweather's got to like where he's headed right now. Now, your scorecard still has him trailing, but he did win that last round.
Yeah, I think so. I mean, before it looked like he was just trying to, negotiate with his opponent. Now negotiation is over. He's trying to just go through him. And for where he's at, I think that's the right attitude.
The Hitman's opponent knows exactly what the game plan can be now. That counter punch landed with some success. Hooks to the head. Well-targeted counter punch by Money. Money's been able to hit that target with that straight punch consistently all night long.
Yeah, and he's gotten a little bit of help because his opponent starts leading with those wide shots, and he steps right inside him, right into the eye of the storm.
Not precise at all by the Hitman. Halfway through this round here. He missed with that headshot. Looking good. Double jab by the Hitman. How about that left hand? And a good counter by Money. Takes one, gives one. The right hand scores. Money's rocked by that punch. Boy, he is shaky right there. He is on shaky ground. Oh, a big shot comes home for him. He goes down in the later stages of this round. He's going to try to survive it. Mayweather's back up on his feet. What will he look like in the next few moments of this fight? That's the big question. The Hitman's gathering himself now after scoring a knockdown in that last round. If you were his trainer, what would you be pumping into his head?
Well, I would say, you know what? He hasn't recovered. He hasn't had enough time to completely recover. Listen, be responsible defensively. Don't get reckless, but stay on him. Do not let him recover.
Just like that. Just like that.
Nowhere close, that punch by the Hitman.
Stay on the outside.
Able to show you his blocking ability. Money's showing us that he is willing to stick with the game plan. But Teddy, that game plan saw him knocked down earlier in this fight. What would you be telling him?
You know, in some ways I tell him good, because you have to go with what you have. You know, you can't completely change. That's not possible in the course of the fight. You are who you are. So it's not the game plan necessarily, Joe, or the style that's wrong. It's the execution of the game plan. That has to be done better.
You need to keep that head moving. Good exchange. He fires back. Wow, is he defensively sound. The Hitman's head movement is really a factor in this fight. I mean, who would have thought it? Just one of the aspects of defense could be such a big key to this fight right now.
Yeah, it is, and his opponent right now is not making adjustments. Matter of fact, he's starting to drown himself because he's going more and more head hunting, and the more he does it, the more he misses, the more frustrated he gets, the more tired he gets. He needs to make a change downstairs to the place that's not moving, down to the body.
fires right back at him. Final 10 seconds of the 6th round. There is hardly a doubt as to what this result will be. I know anything can happen, but all that's happened all night long is one guy punishing the other.
Well, it looks like Kobe Bryant on a good night when that basket is 20 feet big. I mean, he just can't miss.
Pace yourself.
Not what he was looking for. That's a miss right there by the Hitman. And now they're trading blows. Money's doing well here with that 2-punch combination. He scored well after being hit himself. Mayweather's defense, is it ever good? Look at how easy he's able to block those punches. You know, many times we talk about the fact that, hey, at least he's throwing punches, but that's all you can say in this case because he's not landing many of these.
No, they're being blocked or they're missing. They're definitely not landing clean, and you have to give credit to the other fighter being that good defensively.
What an excellent 2-punch combo by the Hitman. Halfway through the 7th round. That counterpunch was very effective. He scored well. Nice work by the Hitman. The Hitman's able to land a good, solid left hand. Each man able to land an uppercut. Money's opponent landing an effective counterpunch right there. Great work offensively landing that combination by the Hitman. Oh, he missed that right. The Hitman's putting his punches together now. That's a nice combination. Scores up top with a left. And that does it for this round.
No doubt about it. You are losing this fight. You need to throw and land a big shot.
The Hitman's been making a point of working harder. He's the busier fighter, throwing more punches. And as we start round number 8, he's up big on Teddy's scorecard.
Well, he's getting little opposition. I mean, the other guy must have a big bank account or something. You know what the other guy's corner should do?
What?
They should tell him that they just got a phone call from his wife, and guess what? All the money's gone.
They got to create urgency.
All the money's gone. You know, something happened. Your accounts are all zero. You better start fighting.
Solid right hands headline that exchange. Staying away from those headshots with his defense up top. He just missed that shot up top. Mayweather's combination punching is working well here. Oh, and he's got something for him himself, and it's a left hand. The halfway point of round number 8. Very nice work from both men. They each got a shot in. Oh, good defense there. That was a fine block by the Hitman. The Hitman's at his best when the combinations are landing. He scored well there with that combo. Good return fire that time. Mayweather's giving his opponent headaches here now. He's throwing punches, but he's able to block them away.
Keep moving, keep moving.
And now targeting his opponent with the overhand right. As this fight has gone on longer and longer, you're seeing supreme skill by the Hitman. Good, strong, clean, and effective punching.
and you're seeing a lot of frustration, at least I am, by his opponent. I mean, it's kind of like spitting in a windstorm. It's coming right back and hitting him in the face. Anything he tries to throw, it just doesn't work.
In and out, in and out.
That is boxing 101. A nice, crisp combination by Money. The Hitman's got a little something coming back at him. A counter punch scored. Takes one to give one. Uppercut in return. Back and forth they go, each man getting the best of it. He gets hit, but he gives it right back. What the old-timers want to see, combination punching by the Hitman. Reaching the halfway mark of this round. Keeping his hands up, getting rid of his opponent's offense. The Hitman's gonna think about the next time he throws a punch because he just got hit by a good solid counter. Wow, look at that, trading shots. The Hitman's got to improve his defense to the body there. He needs to tuck those elbows in. He just got hit with 2 hooks. See, the defense pays off as he gets rid of that downstairs. Final chance, last 10 seconds of round 9. Comes right back at him with a left hand. 3 minutes gone by in this round. The Hitman's in dominating form here tonight. He's doing everything he wanted to do, and he's ahead on our scorecards ringside.
Yeah, but don't forget, he's in the other guy's hometown. So don't let up too soon. Don't start partying too soon. You know, still keep doing the things you were doing to get you to this place.
Well-timed, well-placed uppercut there. Good flush 1-2 jab and a straight hand by Money. He takes a shot and then commits to giving one right back. Uppercut! Look at that combination by the Hitman. Tried to land that upstairs and was off the mark. A headshot blocked. The Hitman's got something to think about now. He just threw a punch and had one coming right back at him. His opponent scored well with the counter. Good defense upstairs to stay away from that offensive assault. The Hitman, that uppercut absolutely rocked him. Boy, I don't like the way his legs look at all right now. He goes from damaged goods to defensive goods.
Yeah, because right now he's fighting on instincts. He's doing things without even thinking. Just automatic things. Things that he was taught 5 years ago, 3 years ago, that maybe he thought about, but he didn't do. Now they're just coming out. He's just naturally surviving.
Blocks that punch. And they will bring it home in the last 10 seconds of this final round. Well, you should lose your judge's license if you have it any other way but the obvious here, Teddy.
Yeah, if they do that, I want to put those guys on a poster, a wanted poster, that you don't want them.
Here's our ring announcer. This was a sure and steady effort by the Hitman tonight, and it earns him a unanimous decision win. Teddy, your scorecard reflects that as well.
Yeah, I don't think it was ever a question of who was going to win. It was how. Was it going to be knockout or unanimous decision? We got it the right way.
Yeah, good one for the fans.